Hello, I'm Keith and welcome to another Home Media Minefield unboxing, helping you with information to navigate the complexities of home cinema and home media entertainment. And for today's episode, I'm going to be looking at the 4K ultra high def version of E.T. the Extra Terrestrial, Steven Spielberg's 1982 film, which is one of my favourites. What's prompted me to do this is I've actually been asked to appear on a video podcast discussing the film, and I thought what better way to sort of tie it in with what I do and do an unboxing now followed up by a review in the next few weeks, and I will also include the details of where to find that particular vodcast in there. Now, the first thing you may be wondering is about the size of this. To give a bit of context, a couple of years back when streaming was on the rise, distributors were doing all sorts of things to try and compete with the rise of streaming and started doing things with home media packaging. In fact, I might do a Home Media Minefield explained episode looking at different types of packaging, because there are many types out there. What they kind of did at this point was they sort of grasped the nostalgia factor from the 80s, and certain titles were being released in old VHS style boxes. A lot of titles from Universal and Paramount, such as Back to the Future, Jaws, The Thing, Beverly Hills Cop, etc. And I was actually fortunate enough a few Christmases ago, a few of my filmmaking friends actually gifted me some of those titles. But at the same time that that was happening, other distributors were doing things like this, particularly with the Disney and Marvel type movies, where they were doing what they call a big sleeve edition. And just to sort of give you an idea, this is essentially the size of a laser disc, if you remember those. That's what it's trying to do, or it's actually similar to a long playing record vinyl album cover. So to give you some context, this is what a normal DVD box would look like up against this, just to give you some scale. And here's a 4K ultra size standard packaging. So obviously, even though it's a lot thinner, you would require more height and depth on your shelves to house these. And they did do it with a number of titles. Here in the UK, Tesco's were doing this exclusively for a while. Now, E.T. has been released a number of times on various home media formats. In fact, it did come out on Blu-ray previously, and this is a limited edition steelbook, which my co-host on the Movie Heaven, Movie Hell podcast gave me as a gift one year when I helped him on a film project. But as I said, this is still available. I will put a link down below because these are probably harder to come by, but this was probably released 3 or 4 years ago now in this version, which they're calling a big sleeve edition. So before we get into it, let's just take a quick look. So it says that it contains the 4K UHD, the Blu-ray, a DVD and a digital download. So you get all the formats that are currently available in this package, obviously along with this exclusive packaging, and you get exclusive 12-inch art cards with it. And there's the back, which states the same, has some stills from the film and the credits, etc., and some information about the download to stream on multi-devices. So let's get the little cutting tool and get into it, being very careful as usual. probably saying, come on, get on with it, Keith, but I like to be careful with these things. So, as you can probably see by the lighting, it is glossy, even without the shrink wrap. There we go, and we have the sort of equivalent to a J card here on the front and back. Let's just take that off carefully. Wow, this is really nice. So, the J card which sits round it, there you go, that you've already seen that, but it's just got a brief synopsis, the credits, the specifications, the certification, and what's included in the package. Big sleeve edition. And then the sleeve itself, this is the front, with, as I said, this unique artwork there of E.T. and the title. And on the back we've got the famous over the moon BMX shot, the Universal logo down here, and then yes, look at that, it opens up like one of those special album covers. Can only just get it in as wide as I am. So there we have this. So let's start with what's in this side, in the left side. So we've got our code for the digital downloads. It's actually an ultraviolet code, so it shows that's a few years old. Not even sure if that would work anymore. And then here we have the 12-inch art card photos. Wow, these are really nice. So on the back, they're glossy, as you can see, again with the light. On the back, just E.T. the Extra Terrestrial stuff, and there we go. We've got a E.T. all dressed up. Oh, look at this. We got some of the early conceptual drawings. That's nice. Wow. Again, the same on the back. That's very nice. Look at that. Imagine these framed. Oh, and look, more of the different expressions and different artwork in the design phase for E.T. Same back. Ah, E.T. and Gertie. Drew Barrymore when she was really young, telling her to be good. And he's got the plant as well there. That's great, that's a still right out of the film. Same reverse on all of these. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 exclusive glossy 12-inch art cards. And then on this side we've got the discs. So there's the newest, that's the 4K Ultra HD disc, which I will obviously be doing a full review of for video and audio quality, as well as special features, etc. I'm presuming this is just the original theatrical version of the film rather than the 20th anniversary re-release. That's a whole thing there, but I'll look into that when I'm doing this. And there's the Blu-ray, which is possibly the same one that I had in that Steelbook set. You can see it's got the multiple languages and certificates, so it's the European release for this. And then also people still have DVDs. Look, it includes the DVD, which I quite like. They've made the circle of the DVD the moon there, so we've got like sort of 3 classic pictures on these. And again the legals. So those all sit nicely there, where a 12-inch laser disc or vinyl album would sit back in the day. So there you go, it just about fits in. So there's that side, the artwork with the discs, and then there's the outer cover. And I think that's pretty fantastic. So if looking into different types of packaging is something that interests you, please do drop a note in the comments. As I said, I don't know whether these big sleeve editions of movies are still being produced. There were quite a few Disney titles, as I mentioned earlier, and some of the Marvel MCU films were available this way. And as I said, there were some films as well released that were in VHS videotape type packaging. As I said, all sort of pulling on that late 80s nostalgia at the time to compete with the streaming and come up with new ideas. But there you go. I thought that this might make an interesting video and something different with an unboxing. So let me know what you think down in the comments. If you found this information helpful, then please do like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon and share and spread the word. I do weekly home media, physical media reviews on usually 4K or Blu-ray and sometimes DVD as well. And I talk about the different versions, the video and audio quality and the special features that are included on these, plus any special packaging, etc. for collectors. So if that's something that's of interest to you, then please do like and share and subscribe. And thank you for your time today, and I will see you at the next Home Media Minefield. Thank you.